Hi, myself Amar Shapurkar and I am virtually welcoming you all to Satyagiri site. The main intention of this video is to give details regarding model site implementations that we have carried out at our site. The model site standards are nothing but a set of checklists that we are following at the site level. And it is not like we are not at all following these things or these are new things to us. Usually we follow these steps at our day-to-day works. But previously we did not have any parameter to rate or monitor whether all the requirements are fulfilled or not. But now, because of model site standards, we can monitor. Hence, this has been developed by Renew. So let me take you through some of the model site implementations. So we are carrying out with Loto standards. Here we can see the 5 golden rules chart has been displayed along with the first aid procedure for electrical shocks and emergency contact details. Then there is an isolation matrix displayed for electrical work. It is the single line diagram of our PSS where all the respective keys are also have been displayed. Then there is a Loto station where we have maintained all the Loto kits required for our necessary works. Now we are looking at HRC for arc flash suits. These arc flash suits offer top-notch protection at an arc flash hazards. So to begin with, our engineer will start inspecting all the PPEs. So he will start with the HT hand gloves. There should not be any punctures or holes inside the HT hand gloves before starting the work. So if there are any punctures, then those will be rejected. So here we can find the gloves are okay. So then he will begin with inspection of HRC arc flash suits. He is inspecting the hard hat present at the arc flash suit. So there should not be any damages or cracks on the helmets. It will protect us from any kind of falling of objects. Then he will check with overcoat which is present in the arc flash suits. Usually these arc flash suits protect the electrical workers from serious injuries or sicknesses that are caused from electrical and other common at-work hazards. These usually consist of a variety of electrical safety clothing which includes aprons, footwear, smocks, gloves, pants, jackets, and usually we inspect there should not be any cut or wear and tear on these suits. After this, the voltage detector will be inspected. We have to ensure there shall not be any kind of cracks on the outer body of voltage detector, and when it comes in the vicinity of a voltage, it should give a beep sound. If there is no beep sound, it means there is absence of voltage and we can start our work. As per the PTW standards, we are maintaining triplicate copies of PTW, where first copy will be with the worker who is doing the job, second copy will be displayed on the notice board, and third copy is for documentation. Once the permit requester raises a request for the work permit, the permit issuer shall visit the work spot to identify any hazards. Once the inspection is completed, he will carry out TBT with the team. So here we can see he is carrying out the TBT with the team. Along with the TBT, they will also discuss regarding the JSAs. After discussing the JSA points, he will also hand over a copy of JSA to the team so they can perform the work safely. So after all the confirmations, permit issuer will issue the work permit to the team lead who is going to lead the team. So along with the work permits, he will also attach TBT and JSA, so there shall not be any kind of confusions during the work, and the work will be completed as per the safety standards. After receiving all the required permits and JSAs, our engineer will visit the spot where the work has to be carried out. Here we can see the isolators are still in closed condition. So as per the 5 golden rules, the first rule is to disconnect the supply. So now he is disconnecting the power supply. The second rule of the 5 golden rules is to apply the Loto. Now he will apply Loto kits, Loto locks, and along with the Loto lock we have the tagging system also. where on the tags he will mention the name of the person and the area where the work is going to be carried out. So there shall not be any type of confusions to the other team members, and the work will be carried out very safely. Now on the tags also we can see the mention of name of the person. After Lotto, third step is to check the absence of any kind of voltages in the line. After checking the voltage, fourth step is to short circuit. So here we can see the closure of earth switches. Once the earth switches are closed, we have implemented flag systems. This comes under the electrical safety standards, where we are placing green flags where it is free to work and red flags in the charged lines. So it will be very helpful for the team which is present. And after all the works, we will do the barricade, and tagging will also be done inside the substation, and we will begin the work.